What is going on, guys? We are upgrading the Cutlass yet again with the UMI Performance 1 1/4 inch sway bar. It's a lot beefier and a lot bigger than the factory one, so we are going to be upgrading that. So let's get to it. All right, the first step is we're gonna have to jack the front of the car up and take the wheels off. Okay, so once you get the car in the air and the wheels off, you're gonna see that there's a 14mm bolt or 1/2 inch up here as a nut, and then there is an actual bolt under here. What you wanna do is you wanna take impact gun or whatever you have and drill that out from there, and you wanna use a 14 or 1/2 inch wrench, and you wanna hold that down. That's why you zap that out. And just like the other side, we gotta loosen this and loosen it from underneath. All right, and then right here, there are two 10mm bolts. For this last one, you wanna probably hold the bar so it doesn't fall, but these are the last two you need, two 10mm bolts again. Like I said, hold the bar and make sure it doesn't fall on you. Now, just like the other upgrades I've done with UMI, you can clearly see the difference between the sizes of the bars from the factory to UMI's. It's a lot more beefy. So we're gonna slap this in there, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. All right, so this bar is being a pain. So I just wanna warn you guys that if you are going to be installing 3-point support brace and the sway bar at the same time, or you have them like I did separately, I highly recommend you do the sway bar first and then this, or do them both at the same time and do the sway bar first, because you have to take this back off. No room whatsoever to slide that through. I had to take this off because it was just very cramped. I'm gonna do it the right way, take this off, put the sway bar on, and then put this one back on. When you're underneath the car and you wanna put this on, you gotta start with the end link. So I'm gonna show you how to put one side on, and it's gonna be the opposite for the other. You want to take the bolt and you use one of these like washers. You want the little nipple on the top. Then you're gonna wanna take another one, making sure that the nipple is face down. Another bushing with the nipple faced up. And then you wanna take the sway bar and get it on top of the threads, just like that. Then you're gonna wanna take the other bushing, nipple face down, the other washer, and then the nut. You just wanna hand tighten that for now. And like I said, it's the same as the other side. All right, next are the bushing or the sway bar mounts. You're gonna want to get the sway bar lined up here. If you have another friend or somebody else that could help you, this would come in handy. All right, so I got these all tightened down. These are still loose. I'm gonna put that front frame brace back on, and then we're gonna put the wheels back on and lower the car to the ground. You want all the weight of the vehicle on the floor before you tighten those end links. All right, so we got the car lowered to the ground. All we gotta do now is just tighten the end links with the full weight of the car on the floor, and we should be all good. So let's tighten this up. All right, so we got everything bolted down and ready to go. We're gonna take this for a little test drive and see if we can tell a difference. Let's get this thing warmed up and ready for a drive. All right, we're gonna be going on our first test drive here. Sorry if it's kind of hard to hear. We're just gonna take the car around a couple turns and just normal street driving. Bend up here coming up. lot better. Alright guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the install or somewhat found it helpful. I'm also learning as I go, so I'm not a professional at this stuff by any means, but I definitely could tell a huge difference. I definitely think it was worth the money to upgrade just that sway bar alone. And with that being said, I have so many other parts that I want to upgrade on this car, so if you guys find that interesting, please like and subscribe, follow for more, and if you guys have any other ideas or upgrades that I should do to this thing, please let me know and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Peace.